B Savage, him getting shot.
I ain't even checked into it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick story of it. He
Alright, I'm about
was.
to get it, turn the light down real quick.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Dark in his head.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, let me give you a quick story of it though. Like basically, he was doing a feature, and he asked the guy to pull up at his crib. He had his son there, his baby mama there. I think that was baby mama though. And
Yeah.
long story short, like the dude was in there robbing him, tried to rob him, attempt to rob him. His baby mama shot him in the arm because she was trying to shoot the other person. It was a big
Yeah.
mess though. And he took a picture at the crime scene in blood and shit. So when you hear it, like, how you feel about that, man?
You said what?
I said, how you feel about that? Like him inviting a stranger over to his house to do a song. Like, would you do something like that?
Man, I definitely feel like that's too risky of a move right there. Especially if you trying to build a name and build a brand, you can't let everybody know where you stay at. That's way too risky.
Facts, though. And then he took a picture in the crime scene with his arm in the sling with the blood around it and shit. Like,
You know, folk be trying to get some clout off of that, man.
that shit was crazy though, bro. Like, and then what's crazy about it, like, the dude was like, "No, leave the door open so my other homeboy can come outside or some shit." Like, he was just telling him what to do in his own crib. That was already fishy.
Yeah, but folks be again, you can't be letting everybody in your crib if you trying to work, man. You trying to build a brand, trying to build a name for yourself.
For sure. So how you would have handled it though? Like, what you would have did differently in that situation?
Man, they wouldn't have been in my crib. That would have
You
been
tell
the
them to
first
at the
thing.
studio or some shit.
Right, you gotta come to the studio. I'm gonna know somebody else studio we can slide to, something like that. You ain't coming to my crib, man. It be people now that be trying to link up at the crib, and it's like, man, I don't even feel comfortable working on a whole bunch of stuff at home just cause. Yeah, I don't, especially not with no random people. Nah, that ain't really the move, man.
Well, I hear the music. Turn the music down for me, big dog.
Oh, that ain't even me. That's my homeboy. His band out there practicing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, his band practicing.
Well, yeah, that situation happened though. He died too though. A lot of people saying he was braggadocious though in the
Yeah,
Vlad interview and shit. Talking about the boys can't touch me.
I mean, I feel like that's always a mistake, man. Don't tell nobody, especially nowadays. It ain't nothing for nobody to find you on Instagram or see where you live at or see where your next show is. Like people, you touchable nowadays. You can't play like that now.
Facts. So, I mean, I look at it like this: if anybody wants you, they're gonna come get you.
They
You
gonna
know
come
what I mean?
find you. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Anybody that wants you gonna come find you.
Right. It is crazy though. He was in the military too though. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy.
And he wanted to be a street rapper, gangster rapper and shit. So a lot of people blame Vlad for like putting it out there, talking about his crimes, like him shooting the dude instead of his music. You blame Vlad for some of that, like why Vlad promoting that as a culture vulture? Like, what you think?
I don't blame people like that no more because you can't be mad at somebody for hustling. If you're trying to get to some money, and this how he see a way to get to some money, he not a culture vulture if you start watching it. He only a culture vulture if you keep watching his stuff. If people don't that's the thing that be getting me. If you don't want Vlad to keep making money, stop watching the YouTube channel. Unsubscribe from it.
Do you personally
Unfollow.
think he's a culture person? Because I think he's one of the best podcasts, well not podcast, with interviews
Man,
out there.
I don't pay no mind to DJ Vlad. I might catch an interview every once in a while because he might interview somebody like I think he interviewed Emmanuel Hudson a while back, and I caught that interview. I think I saw one of the Boosie interviews. But I don't really be like, I don't just check in to DJ Vlad. Like he gotta just catch me from time to time, and I might click on it and watch it. But I don't really be paying that much attention to him.
Okay. I fuck with Vlad though. I think Vlad just does like investigation work and shit, and just put out great tapes and shit though.
Yeah, you can't be mad at nobody. Like I said, he's just out here trying to get to a bag. He find a story he want to talk about, he gonna talk about it.
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. But of course, I get why people be mad. But if you go on there, just don't tell your whole business. Stop telling everybody what you done did, all the crimes you committed. Leave it alone.
But I blame that on the people. I think they're doing that because he got a huge platform. I'm like, I might as well show out, tell them about all the dope I sold, all the people I shot up, all the people I robbed. And,
yeah, they trying to get some clout.
Yeah, they definitely doing that shit.
Yeah, they trying to get some clout off of it.
For sure. And then he died in Houston, his hometown. Do you think a lot of rappers die in their hometown, and why you think so?
Yeah, because that's the easiest place for you. You gonna die in your hometown, because if people already know that that's where you from, it was the same thing that happened with X. It happened with Nipsey. It happened with Dolph. Like, I mean, if you're in your hometown, people get used to seeing you at places. We get used to seeing you. Oh, he usually be at that gas station, or he usually be at that club, or he usually be hanging out with these people. So it's easier to find you in your hometown. And I think it's easier for you to let your guard down in your hometown too, because you used to being there, you comfortable.
Right.
So I think that's the risk.
You feel like, cause I think Boosie said the best. You get the most love where you at and the most hate.
Yeah, that's how it go.
Cause that third grader, remember the person you was in third grade class with, y'all was cool with. Now he mad at you because you successful. Your house bigger than him. All the women want him. The car better than his. You just successful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you never know with stuff like that. For real, people could definitely be hating on you, and you'll never know.
Facts. What's your thoughts of this young boy and Durk beef though and shit? Like, it look like it ain't gonna never stop. Though.
You said who in Durk?
NBA young boy and Durk though. They still going at it. Talking to each other.
That probably ain't gonna never stop.
Do you think this works in Biggie and Tupac, or is it like on a different level?
I think I don't think it's worse. Well, no, I think it's worse because I think young boy a different type of person. Young boy kind of off the hinges. He always been off the hinges. So I don't necessarily think he'll do anything just because he got a lot to lose in the situation. Same thing with Durk at this point. If they would have caught each other early in their careers, it might have been a little worse. But at this point, both of them is multimillionaires. I think anything that they do claim in the streets now is just to keep up an image. I don't really think they be that involved no more. So I don't really think it'll turn into nothing. Yeah, I think they got too much to lose at this point.
So which beef was worse, Tupac and Big or NBA YoungBoy or Durk?
I say Pac and Big because folks at that time I think was when they was killing, they had a reason to kill. In their mind, they felt like they was doing something. They felt like they was holding it down for the set, stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's a little different nowadays. I think if they kill now, they just stupid because it really ain't no purpose to it. Even though I think the killing back then ain't had no purpose to it. It at least to me had an angle. Right.
I mean, Pop made that song "Hit 'Em Up" though. He said, "I fucked your wife." I said, "God damn, ain't no coming back to that shit though."
Ain't no coming back.
He even violated the man. So,
yeah,
which is a classic song though, by the way. What's some of your top 5 diss records? We're gonna do that right quick.
Top 5 diss records. I gotta go with Ether and bro, what is it? When Jay-Z and Nas was going back and forth.
Ether and Takeover?
And yeah. And then I gotta go with dang, I ain't gonna lie. I really like that Back to Back by Drake.
Okay.
I really like that.
How many you gave this? 4 or 5? That's 5? Was that 5?
Huh?
Was that 5 you gave? Or 4?
No, that was just 3. That was 3.
Oh, okay.
That Back to Back by Drake, and I like that. I'm trying to think of some more right now. I can't think of none right now.
All right, I'm gonna name you a couple right quick. You got Hit Up. You got The Warning. You got Real Motherfucking G's by Easy.
Yeah.
You go with that one? That's your 4th one?
Nah, I remember that one though. Keep going.
I don't know who this is. The Break of Dawn. You got Lost Ones by Lauryn Hill. I think she was talking about Wyclef in that song.
I definitely like Lost Ones.
I think she got pregnant by Wyclef.
I like
That's a
Lost
baby
Ones a
daddy.
lot. Yeah, I like Lost Ones a lot. I like a whole bunch of stuff off that
That's a
Miseducation
classic album,
project.
though.
That's a classic
Is it
album,
safe
bro.
to say that Lauryn Hill like made one of the greatest female albums of all time?
Oh, most definitely.
And then
Yeah.
she
She
ain't talk she ain't talking about twerking,
nah.
sucking dick, none of that shit. She made a
Lauren
whole
Hill
album
had
talking
a
about some real shit though.
Lauren Hill that the Miseducation. I ain't even just gonna say female. To me, that was just one of the top albums. Like I can still go just bump that right now. It's really just it's a good album.
It's a good vibe though. Like a lot of people was talking shit about it though, like the review. They were saying it's coffee table music or elevator music.
I mean, ain't no wrong with that. I feel like
But that's
everybody
disrespectful though. You basically
everybody
saying
got their
like this like
sound though.
some you know.
Yeah, I think everybody got their sound though. And I mean, sometimes some people's sound just ain't meant for you.
Let's just say okay. All right, we gotta finish this question. So what's your feel? That's your diss record?
Yeah, I'll put Lost Ones in there.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the story of Aiden by Pusha
Story
T.
of a D. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with
I ain't.
I'm gonna go with Drake. No, Drake back to back. No, I think Meek got one in War Pain. War Pain was a classic one too.
Yeah, I like Warpaint, and I like that energy that Drake did too.
That wasn't a diss record though.
The energy one of this,
No, that was just a song.
he dropped. I think he just dropped it at the same time with that back to back.
He dropped the he dropped Duppy. Duppy, that was a good song too.
Duppy
But I don't say that's
freestyle
my
was
top
crazy.
five. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say Ether, No Vaseline, Take Over, and Who Shot.
I remember that one too. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people when Biggie made that song Who Shot You, he was really talking about LL Cool J, not Tupac. A lot of people don't
Okay.
realize that.
No, I ain't know that either.
Yeah, though. It's a whole story behind that on YouTube though and shit. Um, would you pay Lauryn Hill for a feature though?
Yeah.
So she said so any price to be outrageous, she said $1 million for a feature, you do it.
I'm not paying. I don't think I pay anybody a million for a feature.
I paid Jay-Z for it if I had the money. If I was a rapper and I really
Cause
wanted to take it.
I look at everything in the music business like an investment. Like nowadays, I don't think anybody worth $1 million. Cause I don't think me getting a song with you is gonna immediately make me $1 million back. I think if anything, if I had $1 million, I would just use that million for promotion instead of just paying you $1 million for a feature. Now, if I got $1 million and you want 200,000 for a feature, I'll pay 200,000 because that leave me 800,000 to promote it with. But I ain't just gonna drop $1 million on a feature. I think that's a little too high nowadays.
Right. I think Moneybag Yo got a quote too. You talking about yeah, he gotta confess. I hate being famous, but I'm blessed. Though. You think a lot of celebrities like that though?
All the celebrities like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the thing is, especially like with somebody like me, I'm really not doing this to be famous. I could care less about being famous. I just know how good I am. And I know the people around me tell me how good I am. Folks, telling me that my music, crazy, like the bars be there, like the storytelling, everything be on point. So it's like I might as well pursue something that I'm good at. But
And you are
I already know.
talented though. I think you one of the best out there when you blow up though.
Hey man, the people been saying it, man. I appreciate it too. But at the
Young
same
Simba,
time,
what J. Cole said, I'm Young Simba out here.
Simba, right. I had somebody call me Young Cole not too long ago. But I know that like fame ain't really nothing on my mind. Like I don't really care about just being like praised by people. Like that ain't really what I'm doing this for. If anything, I just want to help a lot of people. I want people to see stuff from a different perspective. I want people to to see the world a little differently. Cause I'm happy that I had that opportunity, listening to people like Cole music, Kendrick music. Like it gave me a different perspective on the world. So, I just want to do that to some people if I can.
Facts.
But I definitely feel like these artists out here, they definitely don't be really like rocking with their fame like that. Cause it get kind of old, I think. You get tired of people knowing who you are everywhere you go. Folks always want a picture, want you shout them out on Instagram, want you to listen to their mixtape. Like I feel
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of crazy. Andre 3000 said that he said after he made Hey Ya, it started getting real weird for him after that. Like
It
he couldn't
makes
go
sense.
nowhere.
No,
And
it makes sense though.
and the album with Diamond too. Like he was like, man, he hated the fame shit. But that's why he kind of like took a step back from music. And He been rich since he was 18, so it's like the spotlight that shit got boring to him. Like he done been with all type of women and been across the world. So
No, that makes sense though, because I mean, like you're not ready for a whole bunch of attention like that. You know, all that kind of attention, especially for people that's really like doing it, like you said, like he was. Man, that's why now that boy don't be doing nothing in the media. You can't pay him for no interview. He barely want to hop on a song. That boy just be out here traveling.
yeah, he do love having on music. Only if he really fuck with you though. He fuck with Travis
Yeah,
Scott, Future.
he gotta really rock with you, yo.
I think he can get Lil Baby a feature. I can see that Andre and Lil Baby though.
Yeah, he really gotta rock with you though.
Yeah. I think it's deeper than music. He about more about the relationship at this point.
And see that's another thing for me too, is that I feel like if I'm gonna get a feature with you, the first few features starting off, you gotta pay for because don't nobody know you yet. But I think as you start to develop and you start to build out, it should get to a point where you're not getting overly charged for features no more. Like you're not like that was another thing about that $1 million. Is like, nah, that's once I start building a name, I ain't trying to be paying that much. It's a little too expensive.
Facts. You think artists should charge people for interviews?
Yeah. If my name popping, because that's gonna bring more people to come look at your interview. Or if we both already did, then I think both of us should benefit from it. You know, which means that neither one of us is gonna charge. We should both just do this for free, because you know your YouTube channel might have 2 million subscribers, but I might have 2 million followers on Instagram. So it's an even trade at that point. I don't think anybody should be charging at that point.
For sure. We know people like Boosie is charging Vlad like 15 racks for an interview. You think that's too much?
Nah, cause Vlad not just gonna build content on his own. Vlad need other people for his content. So that I think that's the difference. Is like whether Boosie do a Vlad interview or not, the people that's listening to Boosie music and going to Boosie shows gonna keep listening to his music and going to his shows. If Vlad don't do an interview with Boosie, people gonna stop watching Vlad stuff because he don't have a podcast where he just be on there talking. All his podcasts and his interviews be with other people, so he gotta keep other people coming in. That's the only way he gonna make money.
Right. Okay. Who you think the best live performer in rap right now?
Kendrick.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Travis Scott.
I think Travis Scott like good, but I think Kendrick put together real experiences when he put his shows on.
No, I tell you that best. Kanye West, when with his mind right, when he want to start being an artist and be in artist mode, I think Kanye West. He be wearing the mask and shit. I don't know why he wear a mask where everybody know what his face look like, but
haha.
So
no, you're right. Everybody definitely already know what your face look like, boy.
Right. So yeah, I probably say Kanye West though. But would you let Kanye West co-executive produce your album though?
I definitely. Yeah, because I think Kanye gonna always be good at music.
You think his sound didn't get kind of out the way though? Cause like the soul sample, you don't really hear that much no more. So
nah, I still think he's solid. I think he's gotten so big that maybe he kind of overlooks certain stuff, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think Kanye has still put together a good track or a good project or something for you.
I feel like at this point I want to hear Kanye West rap though. I just think he's just tired, so I'd rather hear his beats right now at this point.
I feel that.
For sure.
I definitely feel that.
What's your artist that never miss on the feature?
Never miss on a feature.
Never miss. Like you always on something.
I don't think Cole ever missed on a feature.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. How you feel about that new song you did with